words I'm talking about have nothing to do with science or sci-fi, but it has a lot to do with you and me. If you've seen the 1990s TV show called Corey's World, which is about you seeing life through the eyes of a toddler named Corey, raise your hands if you live in a world that was like paradise, but all of it changed when you move away. That was how my childhood was. I lived in a world that was like paradise. I had everything I ever wanted. I had friends, family, and time to time, we go on field trips to interesting places. But when I turned 9 years old, all that changed, and we had to move to Fort Myers, Florida. And I became aware of negative comments that people were saying about me, like, you speak funny, or you're not good enough, or you should quit, or you have big lips. And there was one time, I was 14 years old, and me and my dad went to the Social Security office, and the man behind the desk asked me for my Social Security number. And I looked to the side at my dad, and he looked back at me, and he said, "You don't know it? Why did you go to school for?" And those negative words and the negative TV shows I was watching affected me and my world in the form of pollution. So as years went by, that pollution kept increasing, that it got to a point where I did not want to belong in my world. So I turned to playing video games, reading fantasy novels, and watching TV. Speaking of video games, when I played those games, I could do things that I couldn't do in my world. I could be anybody that I wanted to be. Same thing with novels. I let my imagination run wild. And those things did not last long. Then I found myself back in my world that was like a jail, more like a prison. I was hopeless. I could not do anything. And then lucky for me, one of my professors introduced me to personal development. And that's when I started reading personal development books and started applying some of the principles and philosophies those authors and gurus were saying. But still, I still didn't want to belong in my world. So it wasn't until the time I enrolled myself in an online public speaking course, the instructor gave us an assignment, which was you have to record yourself giving a one-man speech. So my speech was about my dreams, which was to be a public speaker, and my obstacle that I was facing, which was my speech problem. So I sent him the link to my video, and 2 days later, he emailed me and told me, "Rodney, that was great. Your problem is not your speech impediment. No, your problem is that you don't have confidence in yourself. You don't believe in yourself." And when he told me that, I came to a realization that he told me something that all my friends, my brother, and my teachers had known for a long time, that I had potential in me. And the other thing I realized was that I was never present in my world. And the second thing I realized was that I was a thief. You see, each word had the same currency, which is time. I've been stealing time from my world just to throw it away. And the third thing I realized was that we all have the power to create our own worlds. We all have the power to change our own worlds. And once I realized that, I started being present in my world. I started working on myself. I started coming to Toastmasters, and I realized that public speaking was the thing that helped me be present in my world. And meditation helped me be present too. All the things made me want to belong in my world. So I asked you guys this question: whose world do you belong in? Thank you.